Going to work or living in a new country or in a new culture environment sounds like an exciting journey. However, challenge might also be part of the equation. So how ready are you? Hi, this is Betty. Welcome to the podcast of Cross Culture Journey in 21st Century. In this series of podcasts, we will jump out the traditional box of cross-culture topics as usual, and take some really up-to-date and closer look at those still unsolved challenges and new topics that people are facing in cross-culture environment in 21st century. So today, we will discuss about how media influence our cross-culture communication and understanding. There is one famous writer used to write in his famous book that the world is flat. So in 21st century, with the development of internet and technology, it does feel like media has already been able to take us to all over the world and enable us to access varied knowledge and information about what's happening all around the world. However, in reality, has media really made this world flat? Or are we still facing varied invisible or intangible gaps and mountains? I think the answer is obvious. There are still gaps and mountains that existing among people's understanding toward the world and each other, especially among people who are living at different places of the world. Of course, there are many reasons can be found in terms of how media constitute these circumstances. But today, let's focus on the aspect of how media might inadvertently bring barrier to effective cross-cultural communication and understanding. First of all, different media have different audience, and different audience also naturally choose different media according to their own interest. It is impossible that a single media could cover content that suits for and is interest to everyone. So naturally, different media would only be able to stick to and build relationship with certain types of audience, which also influence media's decisions like what kinds of content they focus on, or what kind of contents they're less or no interested. For example, the media focused on sports might not be interested to include content about fashion, or the media focused on introducing innovation and creativity in culinary art might not keen to cover the traditional ways of cooking. Second, media from different geography or use different languages can also have different focus on choosing their content. For example, a French-speaking media are more likely to cover subjects that they think French language speakers might be interested to know, rather than Chinese language speakers like to know. For example, introducing basic knowledge about the different Chinese cuisine. This topic is more likely to attract French language speakers than Chinese language speakers. I guess we could call this unfamiliarity breeds interest, and vice versa. Or another example, a news agency from one country might be focused on covering more about what's happening about and toward this country than what's happening in other countries. As you can see, under such circumstances, the information and the knowledge people receive cannot be the same if they are not completely different. So people's understanding towards given topics can be also very different from each other. In the context of cross-cultural communication or interaction, it is very important to keep in mind that everyone is under the influence of media. It is better to prepare yourself with the mindset that the reality can turn out quite different compared with what you thought you have known from the media, especially when you interact with your cross-cultural counterparts who are from the other side of the world. It is crucial to aware that he or she might not share the same understanding and knowledge as you because of different media they use. So, the best approach one can do is to take initiative to look for what you don't know and what the other side doesn't know yet about each other. And it is also worthwhile to keep in mind that even though it is almost impossible to have absolute correct and up-to-date knowledge about each other at the first encounter, it is always possible to improve understanding over the course of interaction through building respectful relationship and be mindful about incorrect impression that can be acquired due to the nature outcome of our different use of media. So this is today's show. I'm Betty. Hope to see you next time. Bye.